most of the placement exams, you will definitely see a question based on data interpretation, and especially you go for some competitive exams like public sector job opportunities like banking, SSC, and also like if you are planning to write exams like CAT, all that, you will not find a single question paper without a data interpretation question. In most of the competitive exams or aptitude based exam, they will be giving at least 1 or 2 questions based on data interpretation, if not 5 questions at least. Because data interpretation is an area where some data will be given, and based on the data, multiple questions will be asked. Like I just show you some examples. Um, yeah. So this is the walkthrough of today's session. Like first part of the class, like I'll just teach you the basics of data interpretation. Yeah. Okay. What are the things needed? What is the data interpretation? What are the things needed to solve data interpretation quickly? All that. Second part of the class, I'll just help you. Sorry, the different types of DI is the second part of today's session. Third part, I'll practice few problems. I'll just solve few data interpretation question and show you. Like that will give you an idea or benchmark how fast you should solve a question. What are the things required to solve very quickly, all that. And then we'll just take some feedback for the session. And after that, if you have any queries, you can just ask the queries. Yeah. So this is the basic walkthrough of today's session. So first one, let's understand what is data interpretation. Okay. So it has two words, data and interpretation. See, basically, data can be represented in any format. It can be represented in terms of a paragraph, or it can be represented in terms of like, let's say, a diagram. All you need to do is like, you need to understand the data, like meaning interpret the data and solve the question which is being given under the data. Okay, if we see some sample questions, you will understand it better. So to solve any data interpretation question, like you need to be very good at arithmetic operations like basic addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, and you need to be good at percentage calculation techniques. Okay, and then average techniques. Quickly, you need to calculate average for certain numbers and ratios. So these are the fundamentals you need to know or be really good at to solve any data interpretation question quickly. If you really wanted to solve very quick, these are must. You need to be mastering all those things. See this percentage calculation part, average part, ratios part, all these things we will be just kind of sharing the videos in our YouTube channel slowly so that you guys can learn and practice sufficient problems to get things, understand things and get your calculations faster. Okay, so these are the basic things you need to work on before getting into a data interpretation question. Even if you don't know these things, you can solve a data interpretation question, but you will solve very slowly. Me having all these basic idea, I'll have an advantage that I'll be able to solve these questions faster because I've just spent some enough time on these things so that like I'll be solving a question much faster than you think. Okay. So till this point, right, all good guys? If you can understand, please type U in the chat box. If you want me to repeat any of the point, please type R in the chat box. Is my voice clear? Yeah, audio clear, all that? Yes, great. Okay, down the line you will understand, gentlemen. Do not worry, these are just basics. Okay, so types of DI, like data can be represented in any format, but these are the main data interpretation types. In addition to this, there are some more varieties like which we will just see in the advanced data interpretation classes. But for now, like I just teach you the basic parts of it. Like data can be represented in the form of a table or a tabular column. Okay. It can be represented in terms of a bar chart. It will be represented in terms of a pie chart, or it can be represented in the form of a line graph, and so on. Multiple representation is possible. Even data can be represented in terms of a paragraph that is called as case slate. Okay. But then that is not very common. These are the most common data representations. Okay. We'll just see one by one. Okay. Whatever be it, we need to understand the data and then be solving the questions. Okay. I'll just show you one example each so that you will be able to understand how the data will look like. And also I'll just solve one data interpretation question and show you so that you will understand things better. Okay. So first table. Okay. So this is a table. This table has a lot of data in it. You need to understand this data and answer the questions. Okay. First of all, let us try to understand the table. Okay. The study the following table and answer the question based on it. Expenditures of a company in lakh rupees per annum over the given years. Okay. Meaning there is a company A in 1998. Like these are the expenditures of the company. For salary, they have spent 288 in lakh rupees, 288 lakh. For fuel and transport, they have spent 98 lakhs. Bonus, they have spent 3 lakhs. Interest on loans, they have spent on interest is to 23.4 lakhs, and taxes they have spent 83 lakhs. So these are the data for like 5 years it is given. Okay. So basically we have a data, and based on this data, you have to answer this question. Okay. So try solving this question and answer if possible. I'll just give you 30 seconds time. Okay. So let's see how to solve this question. But before that, how many of you think this question can be solved in 30 seconds time? Or if it is difficult for you to solve in 30 seconds time, type D in the chat box. If you feel we cannot solve it in 30 seconds, please type D in the chat box. If you feel like we can solve in 30 seconds, please type yes in the chat box. What do you think? Yeah. So most of you guys feel it's difficult, right? Okay. I'll just teach you a method. Okay. And that is the way how I generally solve a problem. Okay. So we are just supposed to find what is the interest on loans. I just told you to calculate a data interpretation problem faster. We need to be good at that arithmetic operations, average, calculation, all that. No. Before knowing that shortcuts and tricks, generally how people will solve this problem, add these values. Okay, they just asked average of amount of interest per year. So this is the interest, and I'm going to add all these values. So if I add all these values, how much I'll get? 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12 plus 6 is 18, 18 plus 5 is 23. Okay. So 5 plus 2, 7, 8, 14 plus 9 is 23. Let's see into balance. 2 plus 2, 4, 7, 7 plus 4 is 11, 14, 14 plus 4 is 18, 183.3. And how many years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 years. So if you divide, you will get 3 times 6 times 36.6. So answer option D should be the right answer. Okay, this is the traditional method. Traditional method. This will take 1 minute to 2 minutes time. Okay, this is not the shortcut method. So this traditional method, can you guys understand? If you can understand, please type U in the chat box. Yeah. Great. Now we just see some shortcut methods. Okay. I'm not going to teach you there are multiple shortcuts to calculate average, all that. Okay, but I'm not going to teach you everything. I'll just teach you what is the best shortcut for this specific problem. Okay, see how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. So average is equal to total divided by 5 should be the answer. Or what? Here, this 5 can be written as 10 by 2. Okay, or average will be something like this: total into 2 divided by 10. Okay, so instead of adding all these numbers, I'm going to add only the unit digit. What is the unit digit? 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 6, 15, 15 plus 4 is 19, 19 plus 4 is 23. Okay, 23. The last digit is 3, 3 into 2, 6. Which answer option has unit digit 6? This should be the right answer. That's all. Sounds easy, guys? Yeah. I'm not asking you whether you have understood it or not, but is this method sounds easy? Yes, no? Yeah. Very easy. Yeah. Okay, I'll just explain you the logic behind this. Okay. This question has lot of small shortcuts inside it. Like I have just used a shortcut method to divide numbers by 5. There is a separate shortcut for this. And I've also, there are multiple shortcuts to calculate averages also. Okay. Rajeshwari, if all the answers ends in 6, then we have to do some other technique. Okay, so here answer options are like have different unit digit or different last 2 digits. So that way we are able to do it faster. Okay. If the answer options are like same unit digit, then I'll apply a different shortcut. I'll just apply a different shortcut now. Okay. Check whether you can understand this or not. Once again, I'm just looking at the answer choices: 32, 34, 33, 36. Okay. So it says that my answer is going to be between like 32 to 36. Got it? First point. Yeah. So I'm just going to keep my answer as 32 lakhs approximately. 32 lakhs. And here the difference is 0.5. Here the difference is like 9.6. Here the difference is 4.4. Here the difference is like 32. Okay. 17.4. And here the difference is like how much? 32, 22 is 10. 23 is 9, 8.6 minus 8.6. Till this point, guys, can you understand this point? Or if you want me to repeat it, please type R. I'll just explain. What I have just assumed is, I've assumed that everybody has 32 rupees. And I'm just finding the deviation. This guy has 0.5 rupees extra. This guy has 9.6 rupees extra. This guy has 4.4 rupees extra, likewise. Yeah. So roughly calculating, I'm just able to cancel this one and this one. So approximately, like how much is extra? Like 21 point something is extra, divided by 5 will give me 4 point something extra. Okay, 32 plus 4 point something extra. Answer should be in 36. So this should be the right answer. Got it, guys? Can you understand? See, try to understand. I am not teaching you shortcut in this class. I'm just telling you, if you know the shortcut, you will be able to do faster. So learning the shortcut, all that will happen later, or like we'll just post a lot of shortcut videos in our channel. You guys can follow that and just learn from it. Yeah. So got it, guys? So how many of you have understood the technique? Yeah. Okay. As of now, understand one thing, like data interpretation is very easy. What they've asked? Average. Okay. And you all know how to find average. Average is like add all the numbers and divide it by number of elements, 5. So this is the answer. So first of all, like point I am just trying to make you strong is data interpretation is easy. Okay, you can find the answer, but you will be able to find it in 1 to 2 minutes time. How many of you don't know how to calculate average? Please type N in the chat box. If you know how to calculate average, please type Y in the chat box. So most of us know how to find average, but all you need to do is like, if you really wanted to master data interpretation, you need to do it faster. For that, I'm just telling you, there are a lot of shortcut techniques. All those shortcut techniques will fall under only this 4 category: basic arithmetic operations, percentage calculation, average calculation, and one more thing I've just mentioned is like ratios calculation. Okay, if you can master that, 90% of the data interpretation questions can be calculated faster or solved faster. Okay, I'll just go to the next question, guys. Try finding answer for this question. I'll just give 30 seconds time once again. Yeah. The answer, guys. First of all, understand the question. Total amount of bonus paid by the company. So bonus is this. So we have to find total of this bonus. Is approximately. We need not find the exact value. Okay, approximately what percentage of total amount on salary. So this is the salary head. Okay, we have to find total of this one. So this bonus is what percentage of this total? Can you guys understand the question? If you can understand the question, type U in the chat box, guys. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to, first of all, solve it traditionally. Second, I'll also try to tell you if there is any shortcut method for the problem. I'll just tell you. For all the problems, you'll not be able to find shortcuts. But in data interpretation, out of 100 questions, for 95 questions, you can solve it using shortcuts. Okay. So first level, try to understand it traditionally. If you are a beginner in practicing all these things, learning all these things, I would personally recommend you to like kind of do it in a traditional way, get some confidence, get the right answer, and then work on the shortcut things. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just finding the total of the bonus. And since they have given approximately, I'm going to find it approximately 2.5, 3, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just going to keep this as 4, this as 3, 4, 2, and 3. How much totally? 6 plus 4, 10, 14, 16, plus maybe a small value extra, 17. 17 approx. Okay. Second total is 1. So I'm just going to take it as 300. Because answer options are like a little bit deviated. So I can just take some approximate values. Okay. So here I'm just going to take it as 350. So 300. So here 300. I just add this 30 here. So 450. So approximately how much? 300 plus 300 plus 300, 900 plus 300, 1200. 1200 plus 500 is 1700. Okay. The question is 17 is what percentage of 1700? What is 10 percentage of 1700? 170. What is 1 percentage of 1700? 17. So 17 is in the numerator. 1 percentage is the right answer. Can you guys understand this? Yes, no? Yeah. If you can understand, please type U in the chat box, guys. I'll tell you what is the shortcut for this problem. Yeah. See, the shortcut for this problem is like trying to do this problem approximately is the shortcut. If you are actually calculating all these values, the addition itself will take a lot of time, especially this part will take a lot of time in addition. Okay, so instead of that, what I'm just going to do is like I've just made it as 300, and here I'm just making it as 350. So here there is 24 extra. I'm just trying to give it here. So if you tally it, it will be 300 here. I'm just making it as 300, and another 30 is here. I'm just trying to give and writing it as 450. This process is not easy. Okay, yeah. So I'm not able to see all your responses. Vignesh, I'm not able to see your previous message. You're able to tell something? Yeah, I see somebody. Because I've just unmuted everyone. If you want to tell something, please can you unmute yourself and tell? I'm unable to understand your message. Once reply. You want me to repeat it again? Okay, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood your message. Okay. I just reply quickly, okay? So no problem. See, the idea is instead of calculating each and every value minutely, which will take a lot of time, they have just given approximately, and answers are also like at some distance. Okay. So what I can do is like I can approximately calculate this, and with that, that adjustment is mandatory. That adjustment will come only if you practice a lot of problems. Okay, that is what I was trying to tell. Other than that, like there is no shortcut for there is no need of shortcut to find 17 is 1% of 1700. So writing this is the complicated part. After this, things are easy for everyone. Getting my point, guys? Yes, no? Okay. Yeah. So try solving this question. Okay. I just explain the question. See, in any data interpretation question, like under the data, most of the time they'll give you 5 questions. All you need to do is like understand the data broadly, and among the 5 questions, some of the questions will be very easy and some of the questions will be very difficult. So you need to prioritize. Solve the easy question first, and if the question is difficult, keep it at the last. Once you have solved all the easy questions from other topics, other areas, then come back to the difficult question and data interpretation. Okay. So this question is not a difficult question, but a calculation intensive question. So calculation will be a little bit deeper. So you need to kind of understand this stuff. Yeah. So total expenditure of on all the items in 1998. So is once again approximately is a keyword, but then the percentage is very near, like 62, 66, 69, 71. 69 and 71 are close. Other answer options are like at some distance. No, not a problem at all. Like even this 69 and 71, we can easily eliminate one option with a small technique. I just tell you what the technique is later. Uh, what percentage of the total expenditure is in 2002? So 2 years they are focusing, 1998 and 2002. What is the total here? And I'm just going to do in an approximate fashion. 20 plus 80 is 100. So another 100 is 200. 200 plus another 280 is 488. 488 plus some 5, 6 extra. So 495. Are you guys able to follow my addition logic? I've just not used something like this. 288 plus 98. So this will take a lot of time. I know that. So I'm just trying to do it a little bit faster. Okay. And next is like similarly, I am trying to calculate it for 2002. So I'll take this as 100 approximately, 50 approximately, 150. And I'll balance this 2 here and 1 here. Okay, 4 is here. Okay. So 150 plus another 150 is 300. 300 plus 420 is 720 and approximately 10 less 710. Okay. Can you guys understand this calculation? If you want me to repeat it, please type R in the chat box. I'll do it again. No problem. Okay. Jayasuri, I'll just repeat it again. See, whenever there is a word approximately, you should make use of it. Okay. So the question is, you need to find total of this year and total of this year and see 1998's total is what percentage of 2002. Okay. So instead of taking this as 288, I'm just going to take this as 300, 300 plus this as 100. Okay. And this as 20, this as 80. So if you see there is a 3 extra here, another 9 extra here. And like if you see there is 12 less here. Okay. So this 9 can be given to this place and still there is 2 and 3 remaining. So out of this 300 plus 100, 400, 400 plus 100, 500, 5 will be reduced. So 495 approximately. This technique you have to learn slowly. But as of now, you can add manually and write it as whatever 495 or 96 or 97. Exact value will be something else. Okay. So 495 is what percentage of, like this value we got it as 710. Okay. See, the answer options are around 60 to 70 percentage, you know. Like I'm going to directly find what is 70 percentage of 710. What is 10 percentage of 710? 71. Okay. 71 into 7, we got it as 497. Okay, but the value given is 495. So 70 percentage itself, 70 percentage itself is 497. If I put 71 percentage, another 7 will be extra. Okay, so answer will be a little bit lesser than 70 percentage. So 69 percentage should be right answer for this question. Got it, guys? Yeah. If you can understand, please type you in the chat box, guys. Okay, great. So total expenditure of the company over these items during the year 2000. So this is basically a sitter. Okay, very, very easy question. You should not be spending too much of time in the previous question, calculating all that, and be missing this question. Okay, that is what I was just telling previously. Prioritize the question. 2000, you need to find only the total. And see, all the answer options are like at some distance, so you can even calculate it approximately. That is the shortcut. Okay. And guys, can you give a try? Approximately. I don't want you guys to manually calculate it like writing the numbers in your notebook. Look at the problem and try to give a guess. Approximately what could be the number? No, I just want you to come up with your number. Okay, I don't want the right answer. What number you are approximately arriving at? No, you guys are not getting my point. See, I just show you my thought process. Okay, yeah, that is what I was asking, Kalivani. Yeah. So this 2000, I'm just making it as 300, approximately 300. Some 20 is extra. Let's leave it. Okay, 300 plus 100, 400. Let's leave this also. Okay, 400 plus 70 is 470. 470 plus 40 is 510. 510 plus here 10 extra, here 20 extra, approximately 540. This is what the number I'm expecting from you people. If you know that answer will be little more than 540, you can straight away mark this because this is very less. All these are very, very less. So answer should be 540. 500 plus. Even that's a great guess. Yeah. Okay. Fine. And the most important question or difficult question in this set is this. They're asking ratio between the 2 years. Okay. And also they're asking approximately. See, a ratio and approximately is a deadly combination. You should run away from this problem if you don't know how to solve it. If you know how to solve it, then you can just give a try. Okay. But if you don't know how to solve, then these are the questions you have to avoid. Okay. I just tell you how to solve this question traditionally. Total expenditure on taxes. Tax is this. This is the total tax value. So I take this as 100 and another 100, 200, 200 plus 150. How much? 350. 350 plus 80 is 430. Approximately 440 is the value. Total expenditure on taxes. Total expenditure on fuel and transport. This divided by fuel and transport. This. Okay. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Another 10 extra, 510. 540, 580, 585 something. Or 590. Let's keep it this way. So the ratio is 44:59. Because it is not cancelling. If the word approximately is not there, like answer is very easy. Answer is like 44:59. Okay, but since approximately is given, and also the numbers are like huge, you will not be able to find exact value. Then it is little bit complicated. Okay, so what you are supposed to do is like you are supposed to find what is the mathematical value of this one. Okay, or I'll just tell you two techniques. First technique is this. Find what is 44 by 59. You guys can use your calculator and tell me what is this. 44 by 59. 60, 42, 70, 0.7, something like this. Yeah. 20 extra 0.73. Something. Okay, fine. Approximate value. That's sufficient. 0.745. Okay. So and find what is the value of this 4 by 7. 4 by 7 is 42, no, 57 point something. Okay, so that is not the right answer. 10 by 13. Can you guys tell me what is 10 by 13? Yeah. 0.76. Okay, very close. Okay. 15 by 18. 0.83. So this is not the right answer. This is not the right answer. And 5 by 8, 5 by 8 is like, I think it is 62.5. So this is also not close. The closest answer is 10 is to 13. So this should be the right answer. Okay. This is the difficult question for you people as a beginner. Okay. You should be avoiding these questions. Okay. But if you have a lot of experience over a period of time, I'll just tell you a very simple technique. Okay. This technique is also not very simple, but then comparatively easier. What was the ratio we got? 44 by 59. You can keep it as 60 approximately. Okay. Yeah. And you need to equate it with the answer options. 4, 7. You just need to multiply these numbers. 7 into 44 is how much? 280. 280 plus 28 is approximately 300. This side is 240. See, the difference has to be very, very small. So here the difference is 60. So this cannot be the right answer. Okay. Short technique 2 or the number 2 is this. Once again, 44 by 60. Even if you want, you can simplify this one. Okay. Okay. If you simplify it, you will get it as 11 by 15. Okay. Yeah. So 11 by 15. And the second answer option is 10 by 13. If you multiply, you will get 150 this side. 15 into 10 is 150. 11 into 30 is 140. 3, I guess. So here the difference is small. Okay. And 15 into 15 by 18 equal to 11 by 15. If you multiply, you will get 225. And how much? 18 into 11. You will get it as 180, 198. So the difference is little more. So this is the first closest, second closest, something like that. It will come. Okay. So this way, wherever the difference is small, it will be very easy. It will be very, very easy for you to multiply numbers rather than dividing. See, the previous method, we were able to, yeah. The previous method, we were able to kind of do it only with a calculator, but this way you can do it even without a calculator. Yeah, Kalavani, you are right, Kalavani. To some level, you can just do it. Okay, but if you are going very calculation intensive, then you might miss out on the other problems. Okay, see, our ultimate goal is to like win the war, not every single battle. What is the difference between war and a battle? Yeah, so collection of small battles is a war. So when a king enters the battlefield, his focus will be mostly to win the war rather than like saving every single battle. Okay, so your goal should be like getting an overall good mark by attending easy questions first, rather than trying to solve each and every single question. Are you trying to get some point? Yeah. No, win more, lose some. Okay, so that is the point I'm just trying to. Yeah, great. So yes, so these are the types of shortcut techniques you will be using in any DA, be it a pie chart, bar chart, line graph, a table, whatever be it, these are the shortcut you will be using. For pie chart, there is one extra shortcut or one extra technique which I'll just teach you later in the session. But then For other data representations, only the representation will be varying, whereas the solving technique is very, very similar. We will just see one more bar chart and pie chart. If time permits, we'll see the line graph also. Yeah. So this is the bar representation. Okay. Bar chart representation. And like over a period of year, you will not be needing this explanation. Like by looking at the data itself, we will be able to understand it. Some sales is given, B1, and 2 years are given. Okay. So basically, there will be some product B1. B1 sales in 2 years is compared. That's all. This is the data. Now I'll just read the question. Anyhow, quickly try to read and understand the question so that it will be better for you. Bar graph given below shows the sales of books from 6 branches of publishing company during 2 consecutive years. Okay, that is what it is. Okay. Branch is basically not books. First branch, second branch, third branch, something like that. Okay. So this is the understanding of the data. Yeah. So guys, can you understand this data? Yes, no? If you can understand this data, please type U in the chat box. If you want me to repeat it, please type R. Okay. Now I just look into the question. Try looking at the question. Total sales of branch 6 for both the years. Branch 6 for both the years. 70 plus 80 is 150. Is what percentage of total sales of branch 3 for both the years? B3. This is this value. Okay. So which is 205. Guys, can you understand this question? Yes, no? See, 2 answer options are very close. Answer option C and answer option D. Okay. So first of all, I just find what is 70%. 70% of 205. 10% is how much? 20.5. So 70% will be 7 times this, 140, 3.5. This is 70%. What is 5%? 10.25. If you add 75% will be 153 point something. So it is more, but we have only 150 here. The answer will be less than 75. So 73.17 should be the right answer. This is the way you should calculate. You should not be doing this. 150 by 205 into 100. Maybe for this question, it might, we might get an easy answer. But then the general idea is like, try to do it approximately. Okay. If you guys can understand, please type U in the chat box. If you want me to repeat it, please type R. Proven percentage shortcuts, we will just share a video later, but then you cannot define it. There are multiple shortcuts, majority, maybe like we will just share a YouTube video on it. Okay, you can just watch it from there. Okay. Great. What percentage of average sales? We just do 2 more problems in bar graph, and then we'll just move on to pie chart. Okay. Yeah, this one and the next one. Okay. So I just give you guys 1 minute time. Maybe you guys can give a try. What percentage of average sales of branch B1, B2, B3 in 2001? 2001 is like maroon color. B1, B2, B3. So this, and this average. B1, B3, B6 in 2000. B1, B3, and B6. Try this one is very similar problem. Somebody has mentioned the answer option as D. We will just do it. Okay. say what percentage of average sales of these three branches, B1, B2, B3. So black color circled values are 100, 200, 265, plus another 5 is 270 plus 10, 280. See, they've asked average, but you know what? You need to know that in percentage problem, even without finding the average, answer will be the same. So I'm just going to keep this as it is, because if you find average, it will be 280 by 3. You can just keep it as it is. Okay. And the second data you are supposed to find is 80 plus 95 plus 70. So if you add all these values, you'll get 80 plus 70 is 150, 150 plus 90 is 240, 245, 245 by 3. Okay. What percentage of the average sales of these branches? Okay, so they've asked this one. 245 is what percentage of 280? By 3 will be getting cancelled. Okay, and these are the answer choices given. Wait a minute. The answer options are like approximately around 80%. Okay. So what is 80%? Find that. 10% is 28. So 80% will be into 8. So 20 into 8 is 160. 8 into 8 is 64. Like 224. 224 is 80%. And I'm just going to answer option C or D should be the right answer. I'm going to find 85%. What is 5% then? 10% is 28. 5% will be 14. If we add 14, you will get 238. 238 will be 85%. The answer should be more than that. So D should be the right answer. Okay, it should be like 87.5. Got it, guys? Can you understand this? Yes, no? Yeah. I just go to the next question. Try to solve this, guys. Okay, good, great. A lot of people are getting the answer. I'll just tell you the shortcut method. Okay, see what is the lowest value. Lowest value is 70 here. Okay, highest value is 95. So answer will be somewhere between here. So I'm just going to take that as 80. I'm just going to visually have a reference as 80. Okay, so here 80 is there. Here minus 5 is there. Here like plus 15 is there. Here plus 5 is there. Plus 5 and minus 5 will be getting cancelled. And here another minus 5 is there. Minus 10 is there. Minus 15 and plus 15 will be getting cancelled. So everything is getting cancelled. So it is the average. Or you can just add these numbers. That is also not difficult. For this problem, the number itself is easy. Like 80 plus 75 plus 95, 85, 75, and 70. So 80 plus 75 is 155. Plus another 95 is 250. 250 plus 80 is how much? 335 plus 5, 340 plus 70 is 410. 410 plus 70 is 480. 480 by 6. So it should be the right answer. Even this calculation is easy for this problem because the numbers are like bulk numbers. Other way is like if the numbers are difficult, then you can just use the method which I've just told you. Okay. Now we just solve few problems based on what pie chart. Okay, pie chart. The data will be represented in terms of a circle. Okay, and try to understand this data, guys. I'll just give you 30 seconds time. Okay. If you can understand the data, please type you in the chat box or done in the chat box so that I can proceed further. Okay, great. See here, instead of giving it as a bar or line or like table, they have just given in a pie format. Okay. So here, the total of all the values will be equal to 100%. And what is the total value inside a circle? Total angle inside a circle is, I believe most of you know that, 360 degree. Very good. So this 360 degree is 100% or 10% will be equal to 36 degree. Whenever they ask you, one shortcut I want to tell you here is whenever they ask you degrees in percentage problem, it will be a multiple of 9 because like 1% will be 3.6 degree and there will be 9 inside it. If you multiply the percentage value, like highly likely 95% of the time it will be a multiple of 9. So remember this shortcut. This will help you to solve few problems very quickly. So guys, have you understood the shortcut which I have told you? Yes, no? See, 100% is 360, 10% is 36, 1% is 3.6. Whenever they ask you degree, it will be a multiple of 9 most of the times, 99% of the time. Yeah. Ladies, can you understand this like this? Yeah, I'll just repeat it.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine. We'll just solve a few problems based on this pie chart also, okay? See, the question is, if for a certain quantity of book, the publisher has to pay 30,600 as a printing cost. See, what is the printing cost here? 20%. So this 20% is how much? 30,600. And you are supposed to find what? What will be the amount of royalty? Royalty is how much? 15%. So 15% is how much? All this we have just learned in the quantitative aptitude webinar, right? Like directly proportional. So straight away you can just write it as 4/3, equate it and straight away solve it, you will get the answer. So if you simplify it, 30,600 into 3 times 90,000. I just try to figure it out approximately. Okay. 90,000 plus 1,800 extra divided by 4. Half of 90,000 is 45,000. Half of 45,000 is 22,500 plus some extra. 22,500 plus extra is this. Answer option C should be the right answer. Or even if you multiply it, you will get the answer. As I'll repeat it again. Yeah. So in this problem, 20% is given as 30,600 and we are supposed to find what is 15%. So it is directly proportional. Straight away you can just equate it. Okay. Yes, you can understand this now. 20% value is this one. You are supposed to find 15%. This is called directly proportional. If this value goes down, we know that this value is also less. So you can straight away equate it and then try solving this problem. I'll be just teaching. So I've just taught one problem similar to this in the quantitative aptitude webinar, first webinar, I think, wherever I've just explained percentage concept. You can just refer that video to get better understanding. Yeah. Correct. Fine. So guys, can we go to the next problem, guys? Can go to the next problem. Please type N in the chat box so that I can just explain you 2-3 more problems. Yeah. See, what is the central angle? They have just asked the angle question corresponding to expenditure. Okay. What is expenditure here? Expenditure incurred on royalty. This value is asked. See, before calculating it, like remember the clue which I've told you? Whenever they ask angle, angle should be a multiple of what? So now tell me which could be the right answer. This should be the right answer. Yeah. If one more answer choice is like 45, then you have to calculate it. How to calculate? 360 degrees, 100 percentage. 15 royalty, they've asked the royalty, 15% is how much? So direct proportion is also, you can just straight away equate it. 2, 3, 18 3s are 54 should be the right answer. Got it, guys? Can you understand this? Yes, no? Yes. Okay. Great, great, great. Okay. Oh, yes, generally, yeah, that way also you can do it. Generally, these are the ways how you can actually understand a data interpretation question, like solve it using all the shortcut. I'll just show you. I'll not be solving, but then I'll just show you how a line graph looks like. Maybe like you guys can do some enough practice on these things, and first level always need to understand that these type of questions like data interpretation questions are easy to solve without knowing anything. Okay, first idea. Second idea, if you wanted to solve it faster, then you need to be good at the 4 things which I've just told you at the beginning of the class. That's the point I'm just trying to make. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is the line graph representation. Okay, line graph will be something like this. All these questions, there will be some data, you need to process the data and find the answer. How you are doing it, or how fast you are doing this depends on the 4 things which I've just discussed in the beginning of the session. Can you guys understand this? Yes, no? Okay, fine, great. Okay, guys, that's all for today's session.